Good morning, everybody. How are you? My name is Samantha, and I'm coming to you on behalf of EPIC. EPIC is empowering people, inspiring community, and EPIC is a platform of a printed publication, various social media outlets, and a whole lot of heart that delivers educational and inspirational information to our community. So, our community is you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am the co publisher. Again, my name is Samantha, and the other half of Epic is Lisa. And Lisa is at home right now working the feed. Please let Lisa know through a comment or a like, or tell us on a scale of 1 to 10 today. 1 to 10, how are you? All right, how are you today? It is absolutely beautiful here in Connecticut. I hope that wherever you're watching from, it's also beautiful there. Always beautiful within our hearts, and I'm always grateful you're here with us. 1 to 10, let us know how you are. Because if you're not on that 10 side, I know that after this conversation with our guest, you should be much closer to that. She's a beautiful love and a beautiful light that I'm going to bring forward in a moment. Again, I'm coming to you on behalf of Epic, and we are so grateful for this platform to share with you our excitement and are being prepared as we reemerge, as the doors open and the hearts begin to reopen. We are ready for this, and we are here to help you. We're here to be your voice. So I'm going to bring on our guest. She was a guest, one of my original guests when we first started Epic Interviews. Her name is Cheryl Case, and she is the co-founder and co-owner of Sharing the Light Holistic Center in Avon. She's also, I believe, the president of the Holistic Chamber of Commerce. If she's not the president, she does a whole heck of a lot for small businesses and small business owners throughout Connecticut. So please, as we go into a discussion that's going to be informative and fun and authentic with Cheryl, give me a moment and do share your love and your light as we bring her forward to be with us.
Hello.
Hello. I always love seeing the guests when I hit that button and the cameras work and we have sound. So I'm so grateful today, right? We invoke the angels. I mean, you got us. So welcome back. Welcome back. And it's good to see you.
Thank you for having us again.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Always. You've been an integral part, and Sharing the Light has been an integral part of the epic journey. You know, you've been with us since the beginning, and we do appreciate that, and we appreciate everything you do for our world also. For people who aren't familiar with who you are, Miss Cheryl, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Sully and I started Sharing the Light Holistic Center. We're on our 4th year now, and celebrating number 5 in November. So we feel like we have been through it all, especially with this COVID-19 coming through. And that's what we really wanted to talk to you today about is, to start off with, we're so happy to finally be opening for personal services again on the 17th this month. So we've already had people calling in to set up appointments, and we just wanted to share with you all of the things that we have done to be sure that you feel safe coming in for your appointment, because there's nothing more that we would need to do at this point to be ready. So it's really important. I'm sure people have gone to the Connecticut website that talks about the reopening, and there's guidelines for every possible business that's out there and what is expected of them to do. So,
and that's on the state of Connecticut,
yeah.
state of CT gov.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And we had talked that it's an evolving document.
Absolutely. Right? The hairdressers were supposed to open one date and then they got pushed back, and some of the guidelines were changed in that time period. So although he says the 17th, you never know if he could, decide we're not ready and push it back again. But at this point, we are ready, so we're hoping that it is a go for the 17th. But if not, we'll just have to wait for when it is, because again, your health is the most important to us.
What have you done for the retail space? Because I know that you have a retail space where you sell crystals and
Yeah.
beautiful jewelry. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what we would experience as we come in to that space?
Yeah, the idea is basically that you're sanitizing everything anybody touches every time someone comes in. So right by our front door, as soon as you walk in, we have Lysol wipes, we have sanitizing spray, and we have gloves. So we ask you to use the sanitizer as soon as you walk in through the door, and then just as soon as you have gloves on, you can come into the Sharing the Light, we call it the Sand Dollar Shop, to look and touch all of the things that you would like to, because you have the gloves on. So that's important to us, that once you have the gloves on, we know that everything is going to remain sanitized. So
Absolutely. And I think the most important thing for me when I go to buy a crystal, and you have beautiful gems. I believe I have a master crystal there. I still have to pick up.
you do.
Yeah, I know. I can't wait. Is the feeling of touching the crystals. So with the gloves, that we're still able to do that and connect with it. So thank you for taking those precautions, because I know it's a small space.
Yeah.
Keeping yourself safe and also the clients and customers in the community, that's important. Now, as far as personal services, I myself, as a practitioner, have a lot to learn on how to navigate through this. Can you share a little bit with our viewers that could be business owners and also people who are going to come see you, what they may experience?
Absolutely. One of the other things that, no matter where you are in our business, we do have a tracing log. So anyone that is in the business, if I'm there, Sully's there, Ed's there, whoever is there is listed on the log for the date and the time that we're there, along with, if you come in at 1 o'clock, we want to write down your name and say that you were there at 1 o'clock with us on a certain date. So if one of us, me, Sully, Ed, or whoever's in the store with you, do come down with something, we have your name and phone number, and we can contact you and say, look, you've been exposed. We're hoping that that doesn't happen, because we're trying our best to only be either at Sharing the Light or at home without seeing a lot of other people in between. So we're hoping that we won't need to call you, but that is a requirement that you have a contact tracing log. The PPE, of course, is extremely important. Everyone that comes in has to have a mask on. If you want to come to our shop, but you don't have one, we do have disposable ones that we give to you to use while you're there. As a practitioner, not only do we need the mask on, but we need to keep our eyes also from having any sort of issue as far as substances either coming out of your eyes or going into your eyes. So they suggest you either wear a shield over top of your glasses, or if you have glasses that have those little side things that have the plastic part here, almost like a goggle, I would think, that would probably be sufficient. So you need to have your eyes covered as well as your nose and your mouth.
Like a safety glass, just so any open orifices, really, anything open is covered.
Exactly.
But we know, even it's going to be different. It's going to look different. But I believe that the vibration of, that love and the healing energies and the Reiki energy and the angels, that's there underneath, around, and within all that PPE, right? And keeping people healthy is the priority of everybody, really. At first, with the contact tracing, when I heard of that a while ago, I thought, oh goodness, but the way that you explained it was very helpful. It's not a matter of tracking your every step. It's a matter of providing you, each individual, with a tool if there was some sort of situation that arose. So, bless you and Sally and Ed for taking all these steps to make sharing the light a go-to destination when we do finally, fully open.
Absolutely.
Um, I can't wait to go pick up that master crystal.
We
Um,
won't sell it to anyone else. It's yours.
yeah, thank you. It's been since March. I think it was we were delivering one of the issues of Epic
Yeah,
when I picked that out.
yeah,
So thank you for holding that for me.
absolutely.
The the space at Sharing the Light, you have multiple rooms and it's very expansive.
Mhm.
Going forward, as we begin to reemerge, are you going to be holding smaller events, and what is that going to evolve as?
Yeah, we still need to be 6 feet apart. So in our big illumination room, it's a space that we can normally hold probably 30 people in. But now, because of COVID-19, we do have to maintain a 6 foot distance from each other. And the guidelines from the state of Connecticut right now are still, 5 people to a gathering. So we have enough space to put each person in their own 6 foot block, so to speak, with a table and a chair for you to sit up far enough away from other people. So each class will only be 4 people and the instructor. Things like Ed doing the drum sessions is kind of hard because typically he would be right next to you showing you how to lace the drums and that sort of
Right.
thing. He can't do that now. So we've had to try to figure out, well, what can we do to be safe but still be able to do this? So he's taking pictures of the drum steps and we'll be able to project them on the wall so that when he talks about how to lace it, you can see it close up without him being right on top of you.
Wow.
So those are the types of things we've had to come up with, like how do we do this? I have even told the people that want to come in for Reiki, I'm not even sure how long, to be honest with you, that I can give a Reiki session for. It may only be 15 minutes with a mask and the shield on because I personally get really. I've already told people, let's try 15 minutes, see how that goes.
Yeah, right. Improvise. I mean, just what you shared about taking pictures of the steps of the drum building. I mean, I think it's a testament. It just shows that we are dedicated
Yeah.
and we are determined to get through this and to rise and navigate. And yeah, so bless you for doing all that.
Yeah.
Um, and the PPE, I know with a daughter being a dental assistant, it's hot, it's heavy.
Oh,
Um, and if we have to take, as Reiki practitioners, if we have to take breaks in between the 15 minutes, then that's something that we can work in.
yeah,
There's
absolutely.
nothing we can't do per se. And I use that term lightly. I don't want to, go into specifics because there's ways of reemerging and reinventing and yeah, just opening all these different possibilities.
Yeah, we have to open windows is another thing.
Yeah.
We need the ventilation through the building, so that's a big thing they talk about all the time. If you're in an hour in one place and there's no ventilation, that's a problem. So, that the windows will be open. If you have any sort of fans that you normally use in your business, they're supposed to be blowing out, not in. Ceiling fans, if you're using those are supposed to have the air blowing up, not down. So there's a lot of things that they tell you about what you can or cannot do. They don't want any freestanding fans going. So ventilation is a big concern of ours, and of course all of our windows open, so that's not a problem. But especially as we're going into summer, it gets a little hotter. So with the window open and the air conditioning on, I'm sure the ventilation will be fine. So
So
that
all this is in that document, the guidelines
it is,
that
yep. And
we
we talk about 6 foot distancing and how you should really have visible marks on the floor so people know where to stand when they're coming in. Kind of like the grocery store, there's arrows go this way, or stop here, that type of thing. Especially people that have multiple groups of people coming in at the same time. You want to make sure that they're waiting in their car before they come in so that more than one person is not coming through the door at a time and you can't assist them by saying, here's our sanitizer, clean your hands, and then you washing the door handle down again before the next person comes in. Or maybe you could just prop the door open so people don't even have to touch the door handle. They just can walk in. So depending on if you have the air conditioning on or the heat on, that may or may not be a good idea. So we have another bottle of hand sanitizer for just the door to spray down the knobs and, all of the door jambs and all that sort of stuff to make sure that that stays sanitized as well.
Wow.
All the touchless things that you've heard about with, using a credit card as a touchless payment is important. But we do also have a sanitized dish that people can put cash in if they're going to pay by cash. And we just leave it in the dish and then spray it with disinfectant before we even put that into our register with all of the other money that has been disinfected. So your money may just stay to the side for a bit and we give you change back with our disinfected money. Of course, we have gloves on as well. If we're using your credit card, we're using it with gloves, and before we give it back to you, we wipe it with a Lysol wipe to give the card back to you before you put it in your purse. So we're trying really hard to be extremely careful about payments and making sure that you are safe when you're paying us as well.
It's quite a journey, huh?
It has been. We've had to make sure that now we have garbage pails that they have the lids on that you just step on and it opens automatically and closes automatically. So those are everywhere now. Our bathrooms now have the paper towel dispensers that go automatically when you put your hand under it, and the soap dispensers that do the same thing. So all of those things took some time to put up or to find. Plexiglass has just been really impossible to find. So
like toilet paper.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So
it's plexiglass.
Yeah, plexiglass to put in front of your register. So we do have a piece in front of our register. So we're pretty much sitting there as you're looking around. If you need something from one of the display cabinets that we do have shower curtains hanging between the cabinet and you, so that again, there's another barrier, because in that space it's really not 6 feet that you're going to be from people. So we're trying to stay as far back as possible, as well as have the plastic between us and you. So hopefully with wearing a mask and the gloves and the sanitizer, we've got it all.
and right now, really bless you and Sally and Ed for taking, for being determined to remain as sharing the light and a beacon for our community, a place of healing and a place of gathering. It's going to be different, absolutely. Yeah. But it's still sharing the light, and there's still Cheryl and Sully and Ed and all the beautiful products and the Wholistic Chamber. I know you've been meeting through Zoom with that.
Yes.
Can you just tell us a little bit about when you meet? So maybe if there's anybody watching, they want to join you, or
the Wholistic Chamber of Commerce meets the third Wednesday each month. So I think it's I don't know, is it the 17th or the 20th this month?
Let's see when it's going to be. It's going to be the 17th.
It is the 17th. So it's the day that we're opening. So because of the fact that we were supposed to be opening on the 20th, we had decided the 17th was going to be a Zoom meeting, and we're going to keep it that way since it's the first day, and people will probably be busy doing other things anyway. But so it will be a Zoom meeting, and we can give you the link to join us. Anyone can join. It's not a problem to come in at the meeting. It's from 6:30 to 8 online, and we talk about these types of things. What are the requirements? What do you have? What don't you have? What can't you find? Lysol wipes, for instance, really hard to find those. So if that's something that you're looking for, we do have some other options to make a similar item with green alcohol and some paper towels in that Lysol wipe container. So we have some recipes to give to you if that's something that you're looking for. And to just talk about all of the things that are supposed to be done. And it's a time of change, but we know we can get through it together.
That's right. I think the Wholistic Chamber and the services that you offer are such a support center and a support resource for holistic small businesses throughout Connecticut.
Yeah.
Just as E.P.I.C. has its platform, the Wholistic is an important part of that. Being a community and being the voice for the small businesses and conscious business owners. So
We're
thank
just
you for doing that.
so
I understand you have something else you wanted to share. We've been sharing it throughout the Epic platforms, the evolution, wellness evolution.
yeah, the wellness way. Yeah,
Yeah.
we started back in January, and it was only supposed to run to April 30th. And basically, if you've heard of the wine trail idea, it's similar to that, but now it's incorporating small businesses that are in that are members of the Holistic Chamber of Commerce. So. Um, the idea is you get an actual paper flyer, the one thing that I know is something that everybody is really thinking about using as paper right now. But it's a trifold leaflet, we're calling it, and you take it to the different businesses that are involved and have them just stamp the leaflet. And then you return the leaflet to us, and then on now October 31st is the deadline to have those returned to us. You can qualify to win great prizes, and the top prize is a botanicals day spa, um, whole day session. Is something like 4 or 5 hours worth $400 to go to the day spa. So that's incredible from Liz May at Botanicals Day Spa. Kevin Ferry from Ferry Law is also in the program. Ed Hare, our extraordinary drum builder, is in the program. Linda Pountney, who does an amazing job educating and getting you to understand doTERRA essential oils, is in the program. Cindy Sherwood, extraordinary realtor, is in the program. Kathy Stubbs, a shaman whose services blow me away, she's in the program. Of course, my business partner Sully is an advanced crystal dreaming practitioner. She's in the program, and I'm there as well with Reiki. So,
Love
if
it.
you get those stamps on your leaflet and return them to us, and then in our November meeting, we're going to go ahead and pick the winners. So that will be a live Facebook post as well. So that'll be fun.
That is, I love the idea of that, and we've been helping to share that wellness way, the wellness evolution through the print magazine, also Facebook. But that is a great example of collaborating with the small businesses, other small businesses, to create prosperity for all and also provide the experience for those seeking the services, right? I know that you go, you get your thing stamped. It's almost fun. It's like a treasure hunt, almost,
Exactly. Yeah. So
right?
yeah, and some people are just offering like a tour. Like if you come into Sharing the Light, we'll give you a tour of the building and tell you a little bit about what we do, and then in our building, we'll stamp it. 3 people stamp one leaflet.
Right.
You're already getting 3 done in one place. So the idea is for you to understand about what is going on with the different holistic practices and how you can incorporate those into your, into your already established way of life. So that's what we're hoping that you take from this.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that. And before we begin to wrap up, did you
Yep.
want to talk a little bit about the newest product?
Absolutely. One of the things that the Holistic Chamber of Commerce has been talking about right from the beginning of this COVID-19 outbreak has been pivoting. And, they talked about that a lot, like, what are you doing now and how can you pivot? And I was just like, I don't understand. Like, what can we do to pivot? I don't even know what that like entails. And then all of a sudden, one day, it just hit me. It's like, there's all of these stones that are in our shop that people absolutely love. And more than ever, they need them now. As I'm sitting here, I'm holding a rock as I'm talking to you. But, they're afraid to come out, or at one point they couldn't come out, So what we decided to do was to start a subscription service. So the name of it is Heart Flame Energy. Crystal Secret subscription service is the one that we're doing right now.
Okay.
And the fun part about it is it really is a secret. You don't know what you're getting until the box arrives that month. So I'll tell you the first one though, because this to me is so cool. I have always loved the fact that you can find out from your name as it was given to you at birth what the vibration of your name is and what that vibration of your physical body is. And then what do you need to make it totally balanced? So the numbers in your name should contain 1 through 9.
Right.
And if there's, let's say, a number 8 missing out of your name, you don't have a number 8, will you find the stones that are the number 8 and then make a bracelet for you and mail that to you as the very first subscription service? Because to me, once you feel balanced and understand the power of those stones against your body as you wear them, it's so magical, so powerful, you will never be without those stones again.
Yeah.
I remember the first time that I did it, I was missing the number 6, and red happens to be my favorite color, so I picked the stone red jasper. And there's a lot of rocks with the vibration of each number, but I picked red jasper. Carried it around with me for 2 weeks. That was feeling great. Like you feel like there's this extra vitamin that you forgot before that you're now taking.
Right.
Went to work one day, couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. I'm like, something's missing. I don't know what it is. I couldn't, I was like, I just feel drained. Like something, what's wrong? Like I couldn't figure it out. Got home and recognized I had left the rock on my sink in the bathroom. Totally forgot to bring it with me. As soon as I put it back in my pocket and held on to it, within an hour, I was feeling okay again. So there is an amazing vibrational energy that each stone contains. You just have to figure out which one it is that you need according to your name as it was given to you at birth, and carry that stone with you, and then you remain balanced. So this is a fun project that we've taken on. We're still putting together all of the months and the different things that will be in each pack, but you can be sure that you will be saving 40% off of what you would normally pay if you came into Sharing the Light when you receive it every month. It's a monthly subscription. It gets mailed to your house. It's $35 and tax, but there's no shipping charge. So whatever that is, $35 in tax, and it gets to you direct to your door every month with a 2-page listing of what's in the pack, how to use it, how to clean them. And we're hoping that this becomes something that you not only look forward to, but it's educational for yourself. And at the end of the year, you will have an amazing collection of stones and rocks that you can use on yourself or other people. So it's a very powerful way to get started if you haven't used any sort of crystals before, because it gives you a lot of tips that you may or may not have known as well. So we're looking forward to starting that. For July 1st will be our first mailing going out. So if you want to get in on it, just let us know.
That's a great idea. I love the way that you took numerology,
yeah,
and personalized the subscription service, because in that first one that everybody receives, no two probably will be alike, obviously.
Yep.
Even vibration of that. So that is excellent. Yep. Lisa has been posting your email and your website. So for our viewers, thank you for sticking with us today and talking through some different subjects, but I think it's necessary that we're educated and we have this information to go forward. I want to thank Sharing the Light again, you, Cheryl, Sully, and Ed, for doing everything that you've done to make us comfortable as we reemerge and the doors open and our hearts open. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Please, if you have any questions, anybody that's watching now or that views this later, any questions, please reach out to myself or Cheryl at Sharing the Light. All the contact information is in the comment section. Thank you, Lisa, for everything you do today.
Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah. And as always, it was great seeing you. I will see you as soon as we can. I'll come pick up that master crystal.
Awesome.
And for the beautiful E.P.I.C. community, as we grow and we expand and our doors open and our hearts open, we hope that you stay healthy, that you stay happy, that you stay you. Be who you came here to be. And as always, stay tuned Much love. Peace out, Epic Scouts.
Be well.
Bye.
Bye-bye.